Please. Please and thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't get a lot of opportunities to just speak. Yeah. Thank you. Hey guys. Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Shabbat shalom, breakfast. That microphone is on. Should I take a picture? Yeah, right now. As long as you stay there, yeah. Shabbat shalom, everyone. I'm going to invite you all to please be seated. I know you are so excited to see each other, but we're going to get started. So please, please, please take your seats. We are celebrating Shabbat. We are celebrating the accomplishments of Samantha Kapitansky and her whole family. We are delighting in the fact that this day is here, a little bit in disbelief, but truly excited. And so Samantha, in your amazing Samantha style, you are leading so much of our service. And so we would love for you to get us started on page 13.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei
Elyon,
Melech,
Malachei HaMelachim,
HaKadosh Baruch
Hem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom,
Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh
Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu L'Shalom,
Malachei HaShalom,
Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMelachim,
HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Hem Shalom,
Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon,
Malachei HaMelachim.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 15, Lechun Eranena.
Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena, Ladonai. Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena.
Lechun Eranena Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letzui Yishenu, Kadma Fana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzui Yishenu, Izmirot Naria Lo. Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena Ladonai. Lechun Eranena,
Lechun Eranena,
Lechun Eranena Ladonai.
El Gadol Elohim, It continues silently until the bottom of page 15.
אל תחשו רבכם ירבה ביום מסע כמדבר אשר ניסינו אבותיכם. ארבעים שנה כות ודורם ואומרם תוהה לבביהם והם לא ידעו דרכיים אשר השפעתי ואפי אם יבואון אל מנוחתי שירו לאדוני שיר חדש שירו לאדוני כל הארץ שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו בסרו מיום יום ישועתו ספרו בגויים כבודו בכל עמים נפלאותיו כי גדול אדוני ומולל מאוד נורא הוא על כל אלוהים כי כל אלוהי עמים אלילים אדוני שמיים עשה עוד נהדר לפניו עוד לתפארת במקדשו הבול אדוני משפחות עמים הבול אדוני כבוד ועוז הבול אדוני כבוד שמו זהו המנחה בוא לך עשרותיי תחבו לאדוני בהדרת קודש הילו פניו כל הארץ אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך עתיקון תבל בל תימוד ידינמים במישרים ינאי די 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 Yai, rai, rai, rai. Sing with us. Yai, rai, rai, rai. Yai, rai, 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 rai. Yai, rai, rai, rai. Take it away, Sam. Yismechu.
Yismehu hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismehu hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismehu hashamayim. It's Hagel ha'aretz. Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah. Oh, Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah. Lemoha. Hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismehu hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismehu hashamayim. Lahagel haaretz. Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah. Lemoha. Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah.
Hayam.
Yeremiah. Lemoha.
יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו אז ירן כל עצי יער לפני ירנה יבר ישפוט ארץ ישפוט תבל בצדק וימים באמונתו
Page 17.
איש לפניו תלך יתהלך סביב תלך.
We imagine a special light of righteousness inside each of us, encouraging us to strive beyond what we have done to be better, to be able to treat others with greater kindness and righteousness. We allow that to grow and to reach its high point on Shabbat as we sing Or Zarua La Tzaddik at the bottom of page 17.
Ozaru
Latzadik.
Yisraelei Simcha.
Zaru Latzadik.
Yisraelei
Simcha.
Simhu
Tzadikim.
Adonai.
Vehodu lezecher kodsho. Simchu tzadikim.
Adonai.
Vehodu lezecher kodsho. Yismoshir nashir chadash. Zakasovedi Israel.
We sing page 18 at the bottom of the page.
V'achatotzrot v'kol shofar hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai yiram hayam umelot tevel veyoshveva neharot imcha ucha Yachad harim yiraneinu Livnei Adonai Niva Lishpot haaretz Yishpot tevel Betzedek Ve'amim b'meisharim Adonai Malach Yizamim.
Page 19.
Sovereign mighty rules with love and justice you alone bring about equity, identity, justice, and compassion to love.
At the bottom of page 19, we are emulating these amazing leaders of our people, Moshe, Aaron, and Shmuel, who are willing to call out to Adonai. Maybe they felt silly calling out, maybe they felt desperate, whatever it is, they did not hold themselves back. And so we might do the same. Call out for whatever reason you might have to call out. And we do it by singing Romemu at the bottom of 19.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishahavu v'hartocha. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishahavu v'hartocha. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai
Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishachavu v'harkodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishachavu v'harkodsho.
Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu.
Romemu
Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu.
As we call out to God, we look to page 20, and what is it? It's us hearing the voice of Adonai in the world around us through nature. And so I invite you to rise as we turn to page 20.
Yismor David, Havu Adonai b'nei Eli, Havu Adonai kavod vos, Havu Adonai kavod shema, Yishtachavu Adonai behadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod yirim, Adonai al mayim rabim.
Kol Adonai ba'aka, Kol Adonai be'adar, Kol Halvanon.
Vayakidim kilo egel levano v'siyom kimon ben re'enim.
Kol Adonai chotzer lavot es.
Kol Adonai
Yachil midbar.
Yachil Adonai
Midbar kadesh.
Kol Adonai
Yechol el ayalot.
Vayahasof yavod v'yehalo kuvo omer kavod.
Adonai lamabul yasham.
Shavayeshev Adonai melech leolam. Adonai os le'amo yitain. Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom.
You may be seated, everyone. On page 21, it's as if every Friday night we are celebrating a wedding. We are celebrating the union of the Jewish people and Shabbat. And we are celebrating the union of the Jewish people and the source of all light. Every different religion has their day of focus. Ours starts Friday night. And so this is the moment of celebration for Lecha Dodi. And at the very end, we will face the door as if the bride was walking in and give it our complete attention. Page 21.
Lecha Dodi lekakava, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi lekakava, Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Shamur v'zakur b'dibur echad. Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'litilah. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi lekakava, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi lekakava, Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Vini mekor haberacha merosh mikedem. Sof maaseh b'machshava tefila. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi lekakala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala.
Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Yikdash melech yemelucha. U'mitze'i tochafecha. Rav l'shevet yemek habacha. Vehu yachamol aleichem la. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi lekakala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala.
Pnei
Shabbat
Shabbat
nekabela.
nekabela.
Minari me'afarkumi. Livsi bigdei tifartechamim. Hayad ben Yishai beit halachmi. Korva el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi lekakala,
Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala.
Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Hit'oreri. Hiva ore kumi ori. Uri, shir daberi. Kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala.
Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala.
Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Lo tevoshi ve'lo tikalmi. Ma tishtochachi u'matemi. Bach yechesu ani ami. Venivneta ir al tilah. Lecha Dodi Lecha
Dodi
Krat Kala
Pene Shaba Nekabela
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala
Pene Shaba Nekabela
V'hayulim shisa shosai V'racha kuoko meva'ayich Yasis alayich Elohayich Kimsos Atan al Kala Lecha Dodi Pene Shabbat Nekabela Yamin usmot tifrotzi V'yet Adonai ta'itzi Al ya'if ben parti Ben ismecha ben nagila
And we rise and face the door.
Lecha Dodi
Bali v'shalom aseret bala, dan v'siha usorla, toch emunei am sedula, bali hala. Lecha
Dodi
Dodi lekra kala, pene shaba nekabela. Lecha Dodi lekra kala, pene shaba nekabela.
You may be seated, everyone, including you, Samantha. We turn to page 23 as we open ourselves to the Psalm of Shabbat. And this is the moment where I'm actually going to invite you to actually just let go of whatever tension you're holding in your body. Whatever is lingering from the week behind you, whatever stress you have, whatever conflict you had, whatever pain you're carrying, this is the moment to let go. This is the Shabbat moment where that extra nefesh, that extra soul that we all need, joins our body. So we can feel at ease. We can feel balanced, more joyful, and enjoy the sweetness of Shabbat. Whatever is holding you back, worry, anger, frustration, let it fall away. Four lines on the bottom of 23.
Adikat Amar Yifra Keres Balevanon Yiseh Keturim Beveit Adonai Bekatzrot Eloheinu Yafritu Od Yeduvun Beseva Leshenim Verananim
salvation, there's mercy, the best that comes of all. Mark page 24.
Adonai malach Yehud Laveish Adonai Osit Azar Avtikon Tevel Batimot Nachon Kisaka Meyaz Olam Atan. Naseu ne'arot Adonai Naseu ne'arot kolam Naseu ne'arot kolam Yiseu ne'arot dokyam Mikolo Maim Rabim Adirim Mishpereyam Adim Amarom Adonai Adim Amarom Adonai Adonai Malach Yehud Laveish Adonai Ozit Azar Avtikon Tevel Batimon Nachon Kisaka Meyaz Olam Atan. Heidotecha nemnu me'od leveitcha nava kodesh Adonai orech yamim orech yamim Adonai malach Yehud Laveish Adonai Ozit Azar Avtikon Tevel Badimon Nachon Kisaka Meyaz Olam Atan.
As we come together both to celebrate and to enjoy Shabbat, we also unite our hearts whenever anyone is mourning, whenever anyone is grieving. And our community, as we are about to recite Mourner's Kaddish, we also acknowledge those who are no longer here. We acknowledge Mari Acker, Joseph Binder, Aaron Brandwin, Florence Finkelman, Joseph Green, Rose Hazen, Solomon Herskowitz, Gertrude Kapitansky, Hyman Kirshner, Erwin Klinger, Arnold Melman, David Newman, Benjamin Tollet, David Rabinowitz, Nathan Rybel, Pearl Springer, Mildred Stolberg, Selma Suntup, Henrietta Vallon, Betty Weisner, Jack Wiener, and Morris Zerler. If you are observing your sites, if you are in mourning or it is your custom to support others who are in mourning, you may rise for Kaddish on page 24. Yiskadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Be'alma divra kirutei ve'amich malchutei. B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayed b'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agalal v'zman kariv imru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam u'lomei olmaya. Yiparach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yisromam v'yisnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shmei d'kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
You may be seated, everyone. And I'm going to give you a little bit of Torah before we go into the rest of our service, and Samantha wows us even more. So, when I was in college, I did study Talmud and all that good Jewish stuff, but I also studied anthropology, and one of my favorite classes was linguistic anthropology. And one of the things that tickled my fancy was word borrowing among different languages. You know, why in English we say je ne sais quoi as if it was an English word, how we're so comfortable with it. How so many Yiddish words have actually made it into, you know, English. So if somebody says schlep, more than just Jews understand what it means. And in fact, it doesn't really have another word. If you say drag, it doesn't mean the same thing as schlep. It's made its way in. Hebrew is no exception. And in fact, because Hebrew itself is both an ancient and a modern language, it has a lot of language borrowing. So I'll give you an example. Language borrowing, by the way, is a little different. It is actually adopting the word from another language as if it was your language. How do you say picnic in Hebrew? Picnic. That's how you say picnic in Hebrew. I'm going to give you a few other ones. And so look up word borrowing on Wikipedia, and you're going to see a whole bunch of things. Picnic has always been one of my favorite Hebrew words. It's picnic. My other ones is, it's funny, I was reading this in Hebrew, and I could not understand. What is Bet Aleph Vav Lamed Yud Nun Gimel? How do you read that? Bowling. Bowling. That in Hebrew, if you want to say bowling, you say bowling. Like, I can't even say it in an Israeli accent. I'll give you a few more. Golf. Golf is a Hebrew word. In fact, there is an entire academy devoted to creating Hebrew words. Again, because Eliezer ben Yehuda, in the late 1800s, maybe, I don't remember exactly what year, he resurrected. And it's like somebody saying, let's take Latin and put it back into rotation. He resurrected an ancient language that no one was speaking. So there has to be an academy. There's no word for, that's funny, there's no word for computer. Do you know how do you say computer in Hebrew? It's not a word borrowing one. It's a thinking machine. In Hebrew, choshev means thinking. Machshev means a thing that makes you think. Machshev, it's a thinking machine. Okay, so there's a whole academy. It creates words. But guess who actually creates words? Human beings. Human beings get to choose. You know it's going to get into Torah at some point. I promise you I'll get there. So a couple other ones. Bar. If you were in Jerusalem or Tel Aviv and you wanted to have a nice night out, this academy tried to create a word, and I couldn't find it, for bar. And you know what people say? Bar. I'm going to go to a bar. Okay, bar. I said picnic, and last but not least, formal. How do you say formal in Hebrew? Not formal. Formali. Formali, that's formal. Okay. So let's get to one in the Torah this week. The Hebrew word for tour, like the tour that we went on a few years ago to Israel, it comes from this week's Torah portion. And I was a little skeptical of it. But the spies, right, the meraglim, the spies who are about to scout out the land of Israel, right? They're about to go into a land they've really never seen before. And it actually, what does Moshe say to them? They are told, Latur et haaretz. Latur et haaretz. Which translates to, I want you to tour the land. Latur. Latur. And I would say in that situation, it's more ancient Hebrew turning into English. Latur haaretz. But don't forget about that too quickly, because at the very end of the Torah portion, we're going to have a paragraph that you, my dear, are going to read in English. Actually, you might read it tonight in English also. At the end of the Shema. Yeah, you can do it. Don't worry. You know what it is. It's at the end of the Shema. And it says, Velo taturu. You're reading it in English. Don't worry. Velo taturu. Acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem. And don't taturu. I don't want you to taturu. We have established, what does tour mean? Tour. This wasn't a trick question. Tour means tour. Velo taturu. Don't tour. So what are you not supposed to tour? Lo tatur acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem. Do not tour after your heart. Do not tour after your heart. Acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem. After your eyes. There are phrases for this in English. It's called window shopping. Don't go window shopping. But it doesn't mean window shopping in like a Macy's kind of a way. It means window shopping for things that are going to ruin your life. Window shopping for relationships that will not be good for you. Window shopping for habits that will destroy your health. Window shopping for choices that will ruin your finances. Velo taturu. Don't go on a tour of the things that your eyes may want. That is actually, by the way, it's not even about in your eyes. If your eyes see it and it triggers something, it's not just because you saw it, it's because your heart wanted it in the first place. But what is it saying? It's saying don't make it harder for yourself. Don't make it harder for yourself and go searching after what is not going to be good for you. It's been a while since I've done this little thing that I usually do in sermons, which is that in Weight Watchers terms, haven't been to a meeting like that in a while, in Weight Watchers terms, they would say, don't bring it into your house. Don't even walk down the aisle. Hey, make it so that the things that you want in your life, if you want to surround yourself, if you want the good habits to be there, if you want a life that you can be proud of, don't put stumbling blocks in front of yourself. Velo taturu et levavchem. Acharei einechem acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem. Do not allow a tour, do not go on a tour after your hearts and after your eyes. Now, so this is what we're doing. We are asking you, the Torah portion is asking you, not just this funny little Hebrew word, but it is asking you to think to yourself, how do I direct my own life? Do not blame all the things that are going wrong in your life on happenstance. Ask yourself, what are you allowing your eyes and your heart to go on a tour of? What are you Googling? What ads are you clicking on? You are responsible for what tours you go on. And so I hope that you take this little grammar lesson, this little anthropological, linguistic lesson to heart, and that you feel like it actually empowers you to decide what tours you take your life on. Shabbat shalom. Okay, please rise, everybody. We're turning to page 28.
Oh, yeah.
Facing the ark as we are called to prayer with the Barfu.
Baruch et Baruch et Adonai Hazorah.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch leolam
Baruch.
va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Habaruch Leolam
You may
Va'ed.
be seated.
Baruch Adonai Malcham Akedu. Baruch Mabakeh Mishmeitim Mashiach. Umesader Kofu Yishmeretehim.
Uma Avir Yom, Umevi Laila, Umezil Ben Yomin Ben Haida, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, El Hai V'Kavod, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Haravi.
Amen. Havat Olam B'Yisem Chasam. Yihem Chayeinu Baruch Yameinu V'hem Negiyom Avalayla. Ve'yahavata Tasim Imenu Leolamim. Baruch Atah Adonai. Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Page 30.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzarecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shiftecha b'leinecha v'lechtecha b'derech U'shaftecha u'timecha, u'sharta le'ot al yadecha, ve'ayu etotafot b'neinecha, u'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'b'yisharecha.
We continue silently at the bottom of page 30, and this is that paragraph on page 31 that Samantha will read in English in just a moment. Page 31 at the top of the page.
Adonai said to Moses, instruct the people of Israel that in every generation they shall put seat on the corners of their garments, and bind the thread of blue to the seat and fringe on each corner. Look upon these seat, and you will be reminded of all the mitzvot of Adonai and fulfill them, and not be seduced by your heart, nor led astray by your eyes. Then you will remember and observe all my mitzvot, and be holy before your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who is true.
Adonai Elohechem emet v'emunat kol shot v'yimavenu tigor nevim. I'll take the Lord Artemis. Amajokeno Abba mot oyibenu vayarim kahin ko afet. I was saying, you said my stomach of some of the road. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובנייה בני ישראל לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם אלים אדוני
Mi kamoha nezar b'kodesh Jehovah Tzilo osefele Malchut hara'u vanecha Boker yom lifnei Moshe Ze'ali panu v'amru Adonai Tzilo yolam va'ed
ונאמר כי פדרנה את יעקב וגאל חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל אחינו ארנלנו.
33. We embrace this nourishing prayer that asks God to protect us, keep us safe.
ושמור צאתנו בואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ירושלים.
Amen. And we rise 34 for Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat לעשות את השבת לדורתם בריאולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת
לעשות את השבת לדורתם בריאולם.
בני ובני ישראל אותי בעולם, אותי בעולם, אותי בעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם
בריאולם. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם
בריאולם.
וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינדש.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת
לדורתם בריאולם.
יקרא ויתקדש שם רבה
Amen.
ויעלמה דברה כרותיו מחמחותי בחייכון וביומכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה וימרו יש מרבה מבורך אמור מעלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה לשם את קודשה ברכו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה דמירנם וימרו.
Amen. Our own silent Amidah, our own silent meditation, 35 through 38. come forward and our prayer book, page 47.
ויכולו השמיים והארץ וקוצבם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שמר מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו לאבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, אלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, עליון קונה שמיים וארץ, מגן אבות דברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו יום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, פניו נבון וירא ופחד, נודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, ויון הברכות. אל ההודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ברך שבים, מניח בקדושה יעמדו שני עונג זכר למעשה. אלוהינו ולאבותינו רצי במנוחתנו, ימרי במבמבי, 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 ימרי במבמבי. קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו תורתך, שמנו בטובך, ושמחנו תשובתך. ימרי במבמבי, 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 ימרי במבמבי. ותהל, ותהל ליבנו, ותהל, ותהל ליבנו, ותהל, ותהל ליבנו, יעבדך באמת. וינחילנו ארנה אלוהינו באהבה רצון שבת קודשך, ונוקבה ישראל מקדשי שמך. ימרי במבמבי, 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 ימרי במבמבי. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. Page 48 for Kaddish Shalem.
יקרא וקרא שמי רבה,
Amen.
בעלמא דברה כתביך מלכותי, בחייכון ויומך ישראל, בגרס וימרו.
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מברך, יתברך וישתבח דוד נשא, ויתהדר ויתהלך מקודשה, וכולי אלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, ושכתה ונחמתה, דאמירם במבימרו. יתהבל סופון ובון בכל ישראל, קודם אהרון וישמעי בימרו. יהי שלמה רב מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו וכסוף בימרו. עושה שם במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו.
Amen. Before we go into Kiddush, we have a very special Kiddush cup. Sharon, what can you tell us about this Kiddush cup? Yeah. So it's a Kiddush. Okay. Okay, so this is a Kiddush cup used for the wedding, for the brisses, the bat mitzvahs, the births, the everything, and now it's a bat mitzvah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hadafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher zitanu mitzvotav v'atzavanu v'shabbat ha'odsha b'chava u'v'atzon v'hivanu v'kavod l'ma'aseh b'reshit v'hu yom tehiva v'nisrael kodesh seher v'siyah mitzrayim.
Vivanu vakarta, veotanu idashta, mikol amim, veshabat kodshecha, ve'ava uvratzon, inkartanu.
Oh.
Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
Take a sip.
What
Not
an
very good wine.
excellent
Sorry.
use of that Kiddush cup. You did it proud, Samantha. Page 51 for Alinu.
Alenu l'shaber Adon
Hakol la'aseh tigdula le'yotzem bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot,
Shelo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama,
shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam,
Ve'anachnu
koreim u'mishpachavim u'modim. Malav Malkei Avachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Notei Shamayim ve'Yoser Haaretz, Moshe Yikaro b'Shamayim Imach, Shkinatu zo, Begovei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Einod. Keinu efed zulato, hakatu, torato, yadata yom, asher bota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim imach, haaretz yalaretz. Al kineka velachar na liot meher tu zeis v'chim z'lan. Yes, you said it's velachar. Hi amalchut shelcha hi otivo kavoshet v'techer na'im lo le'olam va'ed.
V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai v'melech al kol ha'aretz.
Yomahu, Mayomahu, Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushemo Echad.
Mourner's Kaddish, page 52. Yiskadal, and everyone else may be seated. Yiskadal v'yiskadash merabah. Ve'almad yivra kiruteh ve'amnich malchuteh v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayev v'chol beit Yisrael v'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru Amen.
Yehei shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Omei Amaya.
Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitba'ar v'yitomam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shmei d'tudsa brichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata de'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated, and it is my honor to call our incoming president up, Mr. Joseph Weisford.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shalom.
Mazel tov to the Kapitansky family on Samantha becoming a bat mitzvah. Also, I want to wish a mazel tov to the graduating class of our Hebrew school. Their graduation was last night. Not only did they do a really good job last night, but the whole Hebrew school in the last month have been doing Shabbos services, and they've done really an exceptional job. I really want to thank them. Services tomorrow at 9:45. Nashins or Brash, not at 9 o'clock. Not Brash will be in via Zoom. Services will be in person and on live stream. Services during the week are as usual: Sunday morning at 9 a.m., Monday and Thursday morning at 8 a.m. A couple Chazak events this month: June 14th, Understanding Alzheimer's and Dementia. Also, Game Day is back. Chazak Game Day on Mondays, June 21st and 28th. If you have any questions, call Bill Berkowitz. And Friday, June 25th, will be the installation of new officers in the Board of Trustees. And Sunday, June 27th, we're having a special Jewish baby toddler experience right here at 11 o'clock in the morning. Also, meditation on the beach, which will be June 30th and July 20th. Once again, good Shabbos, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:45.
Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach Nimsa v'yehineit el metziuto Echad v'yinyachir ke'ichudo El gam en sof le'achduto In lo demut haguf ve'yehino guf Lo na'aroch elav kedushato Kamon lachol davar asher nivra Rishon ve'en reshit l'reshito Kino Adon Olam v'chol notzar Yorei gdulato malchuto Shefan nevuato netano El anshe segulato v'tifarto Lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe or Navi u'mabit et emunato Torat menatan le'yamoel Ayanem yoneman beito Khalifa Ela velo yamir dato leolamim lezulato sofev yodea setarenu abila sof davar mekadmato kumeli chesed kemifalo noten larashara kerishato vishakli kit yamim mesifeinu tov mechai keket yeshuato Meitim Yechayeel berov chasto, Baruch Adei Shem Dilato. Meitim Yechayeel berov chasto, Baruch Adei Shem Dilato.
So you put your hands on your kids' heads. So Mitchell and Samantha, you go down there. Stand in front of your parents. Mitchell, Daddy, Paul. What happened? Okay. Put your hands on your kids' heads. And Sharon, you're going to go first. Let's do a blessing over boys. Mm-hmm. all of our children. Amen. Nicely done. Okay, so let's do a little hand washing. So, Sharon, you're going to get the pitcher. Samantha, put your hands in the bowl. We do 3 on each. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1 more. We made it extra cold for you, Samantha. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. Do you have any? Okay. Then spritz. Okay. Then spritz. Okay. Take the challah cover off of the challah. As if this was magic. Okay. And Samantha, put your hands on the challah. Yep. Put both your hands on the challah. Okay, and you're going to say Hamoshi, Baruch. Amen. Mitchell, would you uncover that little salt thing? And sprinkle a little salt on the challah? Now, Rob. Now is the cutting. And then split it. You got to split it among your family. And you can all wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, I'm just going to mention to Ingrid that she's going to leave it here.